Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so here's the disclaimer. Trading stocks is very risky. My results are not typical. Typical result of an average trader is to lose money. Keep in mind that you are accountable for your own decisions. This account is purely for entertainment and educational purposes alone, and there's no guarantee that any of my advice or content will make you a more profitable trader. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get into this opening bell. We have about 2 minutes to the open here. I'm just now sitting down, so let me go ahead and mark out these charts, and then I'll get back with you. So IBIO is our leading gapper. 206 is high of pre-market. It sold off a little bit. Needs to get back over 174 VWAP. Until then, we have to put it on the sidelines. Okay, let's see. Next leading gapper is SPRC, also a $1 stock. This one's looking a little bit better though. It's above, or it's right at VWAP right now. We have 141 as a pivot. The thing about this one, the range is a little bit less. So we only have a 15-cent range from the low of the move to the high of the move. Okay. EMBL, too cheap. It's too cheap. If I took 100,000 shares of it, yeah, it's pretty cheap. Noggin. Morning, Clive. Morning, Jonathan. Noggin here. Sold off a bit too much. SPRC. These are kind of sold off. There's not much gapping else. Might be a bad day. EBIT. High of 66. Alright, we'll see if there's any high day momentum. Because looking at this gaps chart, it's not too good. So far, nothing to trade. It's a bit of a slower morning. Hmm. I guess we'll wait. We'll wait for something to do a red to green or something. Starter at 62 on EBIT, watching 64. Watching 64 here on EBIT. High of day is 66, watching 65. Don't like how the bid is still at 63, but there's 65 on the ask. Can we get the bid to come up? Watching that bid price needs to come up to 64. There we go. Now watch 65 for the breakout. There we go. Watch 66 here. High day break. Watching 67, 68. Out the rest at 67.60. Very nice trade to start the day. Okay, watching 68 now. Looks like INZY is also popping up. Watching break of 68 here. There's 69 on the ask. Watching 70. Break of 70 here. Back in for break of 70. 71 on the ask. Popping back out, break even. Back in smaller size at 70. Want to see it pop to 71, 72. Cutting it, break even. Okay, so we have that high wick. 10 seconds till this candle closes. Back in at 70. Watching this candle close at 71. 68 on the bid. It's getting a low dip by there at 70, 67.80. Watching back over 868. Back over 68, watching. Cutting at 67, 66. Right. Not a bad start. GMBL, I could possibly look at this for break of 10. Has to hold 50 here though, before I get in more. Big seller at 97. Cutting the trade at 50 on GMBL. eBay at 68 now. Watching break over 70, 71, 72. Out at 70. Starter at 70. Buyer at 71. Sellers at 72. Watching 72 break high a day. Watching high day break here, 72. Has to get back over 70 here. There's 72 on the ask. To watch that seller at 72, still there. Got some out at 72.80, watch 73 break. Gonna cut the rest. Pretty decent trade. Took profit through highs at 73, 72.50. Watch 74. Break a 75, there's 77 on the ask. Took a small loss in that trade. Watch a pullback for the break of 75 again. Waiting just a little bit longer. I want to see a pullback, and then the first sign of a bounce, I'll get in. 70 on the bid. In there, low 70s. Starter size. It's going lower. I'm going to take it off. 69, 68. I don't like how it's giving back 10 cents. But it could lead into a good bounce, so I'm still trying to watch it for a bounce. Watching back over 68. Out at 66. Took a $30 loss there, I believe. So yeah, eBay just kind of rolled over out of nowhere. I was watching it at 73 for a possible dip, and then back through 75 would lead to 77, but quite the opposite happened. Well, we made 373 on it. It's not bad. We just need to move on to the next stock in play, if there is one. So I'm gonna put eBet on a side chart. Let's see. AMAM from yesterday has some volume, but is it good enough setup? 280, 374, 280. So I'll still be watching EBIT on a side chart. Looks like you was a potential watch. I remember this one from like a year or two ago. I've traded it before. Was on low volume squeeze, but it's looking good. It's halted right now. Resumption time 47:26. 47:26. We'll watch you on resumption 47:26. It's showing a really big gap on resumption. So it might be a 10-minute long halt. Does you have any previous resistance? We have 525. 525. There's also 495. 495. Anything else? Is there anything closer? Might be some resistance around 410, 4. So I'll put a line at 4, 402. The 200 EMA on the daily chart is at 306. So we already passed it on the day. But I'm going to have it on the chart just to keep a mental note. So 47:26, about a minute to resumption. Watching you, 47:26. Okay, about 20 seconds to resumption. We'll be watching this. If it resumes at 85 like it's showing, then we'll watch for a dip and rip up to 4. Small size for now. I might double click buy at sub 600 shares. Watching. Okay, it's resumed flat. Don't like that. Over 50. Watching 50. There's 63. Not big enough pop. Taking off the table. That was a weak resumption. Resumed flat when I was showing 85. Okay. It's still good for a move higher as long as it pulls back. Break at 50 might be a false breakout. Trying it, watching 50, popping right back out. Okay, down to 307, back up to 330. And ZY popping up. 310. High is there is 14. Watching INZY at 310. There's a seller at 310 and at 08. INZY has a seller at 10. We'll see if it can break it. Watching 9, watching 10. 10 wants to break. One more attempt of 10, it should break. Bunch of buying came through at 10. Added there at 5. Watching 9 and 10 now. Took some off at 9. Watching that seller at 10. It's breaking through. Slowly it's breaking through. There we go. Speeding up a little bit. Watching break at 10. There's 12. Out of it at 8 on those last 1,000 shares. So I saved the trade a little bit. Okay, IBIO, leading gapper, red to green. Started the day at 63, so above 63 is the red to green. That's also where VWAP is. Starter at 57 with a buyer at 56. And we're watching this for a break of 60. Adding at 59. Watching that break of 60. 61, can we get 62? 61 on the ask. There's 62, took some off at 62. Can we break 63 here? Red to green successful. It would be if we broke 63, hit 65, 67. There's 65. Can we hit 67? 8. Out the rest of my position at 68. Only holding 2 shares. Gonna take the rest off at 65. So if this thing can hold 67, move towards 70, this thing is back in play. And it's our leading gapper too, so people will be watching it. In there at 67, watch 69, watching 69 for break of 70. Watching 70, there's 72, 73, out at 73. Back in, watch 74. Back out at 70. And at 71 average, watching 73. There's 73 on the ask. Watching 4, 5. There's 76. Can we get 77? Out at 73. Seller there at 75. Watching 75 break. Seller at 75. Out at 73. So high that new 5-minute candle, 76. And U here does look like it's curling a little bit. It looks like it wants to get back above VWAP. So we'll watch it. Watching IPIO over 74. Seller at 75. There's 76. Out at 76. Watching 77, 78 for the breakout. Watching 80, no good. Taking off at 75. This is a proper pullback, so it's all good. Seller at 74. There are some bigger sellers popping up in these high 70s. Okay, we could watch 77 break here. Watching 77. There's 8. Can we get 9? Can we get 79 here? Watching 80. There we go. Watch 81, 2. Out at 81. There's 84 on the day. Buyer at 80. Seller at 84. Out of 82, we'll watch another dip. In there at 78, watching 80. Out break even. Back in for break of 80. There's 81. High day 84, watching this for a break of high day. The dip and rip. Buyers at 78, holding. Buyers at 79. Watching this through 81. Cutting at break even. Sellers bought the buyers. Or sellers sold it into the buyers. Okay, watching 72 now for a dip. No fill at 73. Buyers at 71, sellers at 73. UUU, possible break of 3 here. No, never mind. Not yet. Bought some at 68 for a dip off VWAP. VWAP's at 66, 67. Add at 70. Seller at 72. Breaking through the seller at 72. There's 73. Can we get 4 or 5? Took 400 off at 73. 75. Watch 76. Took it off at 74. Looking to get back in. UUU over 94. No. Spread's too big and the volume's too low, so UUU I'm not going to be looking at anymore. Unless it actually gets over 310. So UUU I'm not touching till it gets over 310 area and holds. For now it's too risky with the spread. 5-cent spread, low volume. It's a good day already, 777. We'll just be watching. We'll be playing it patient today. I think that's what's been keeping my profit, is playing patient today. Not jumping into everything. INDI. No, no volume. So IBIO came back down to VWAP. We'll see if it wants to bounce. INZY. INZY, give me the surprise move here. Down to 7. It's been having a lot of these topping wicks at 14. We'll see if this one actually wants to break out now. It's holding 10. Because it's holding 10, it's giving me conviction. I'm gonna get a starter here. Got filled at 11. Watching it over 14 here. Seller's coming in at 12. I'm actually gonna take it off. Okay, in at 8. INZY. 750. See if that seller at 12 is still there. I'll watch. UUU gaining some volume as it's hitting 310. Well, I wouldn't trade it until it got back above 310. INCY. Taking it off at 307, 306. The spread's just not, it's not opening up. I mean, it's not closing. So hit a high of 310 there on UUU with increasing volume, but a red candle on that last candle. We can watch 310. Starter here at 5. Watching break at 310. You see 8, 9. Watching 8, 9 on the ask. There's 10, watching. There's 13. Out the rest at 13. Nice small trade there. High of 16. Watching now 20. Watch 20 here. 25, 26, out at 21. Got a high of 26 there. Back in at 20, watching 26. 22, hopping back out. Waiting. Back in at 16. Watching back over 20. Average is 17 right now. Watching 26. High the last candle, 26. Took half off at 24, watching 30. Taking the rest off at 22. There's 28.30. High is 64. Hot level 77. I missed the break of 30, so I'll have to wait until we get closer to 40. Watch 40 break. Watching 40. There's 45. Watching now 50. Add there at 43. Watching break of 57 and 50. 47, 50. Watching 47. It's a typical dip. Let's get back over 35. Seller at 34. Taking it off at 32 for the loss. Can always get back in. For buying high here, we need to be buying through 350. Need to see the volume to support that move. Otherwise, we have to buy low towards 320. I don't want to buy during this chop, this up and down. Okay, watching low 20. Starter here at 38. Watching 40. Still holding 30s. New candle in 5 seconds. Out at 30. 2. Reduce size just a little bit. I'm getting back too much. Okay, I want to see this 345. At 45 will add, but we're not going to get that break of 40. There has to be some sort of hidden seller at 30 or at 40. Wonder how big the order is. 38, watching 40. That might have been the dip we needed to break through 40 here. Loading up, watching 40. There we go, 45. Back down, look at that. Wow. False breakout. Ah, yeah, yeah. False breakout there. I loaded up because I saw that that dip was going to rip through 40, but only got half my position out. Maybe I should have taken the whole thing off with how volatile it was getting. Darn. Just took half off for profit, half off for bigger loss. Yeah, because I took, yeah, 18. I got out at 18. Pretty much the low of that candle. Wow. So, if it doesn't hold view up here, then I'll probably take a little break. Or I might call it a day if it breaks view up. I don't see anything else. FREQ. It's low volume. I wouldn't be able to trade it because I'd be using most of the volume on the stock. Let's see if there's anything else. FSLY. Ladies, I don't down so much in the sim. Only red days this week. I mean, it's typical for starting out that you have red days a lot more than you have green days. I think when I was starting out on the simulator, I had maybe like two green days, 3 red days a week. Some more red days and green days. Now it's like 4 green days, 1 red day, or 3 green days, two red days. But consistency happens over time, so if you just keep at it. And this week has been tricky. There was only a few setups that actually worked out for me, like 2 stocks. TMDI was the one on Monday, and then on Wednesday, I don't remember, but there was another one on Wednesday that I did great on. But there was only 2 stocks that I made most of my money on this week. Everything else have been kind of break even, and then today it's been okay. Every single day like it's $1,000 day, but it's not. So today The gap scanner was a little bit weak today, so don't expect to break 1,000, but if I do, you know, that's great. But if I don't, it's totally fine. So that's how I'm treating today, and because of that, I'm not just going to start throwing my entire account at every single trade to try and get over 1,000. Going to respect what the market is giving. Right now, UUU is holding view up really nicely. Oh, I missed the freaking trade. I was watching it the whole time. But as I was saying it was holding, it broke 7 cents. Okay, watching 40 here. Watching 40. $36 on the ask. Watching this break of 40. 35, 36. 37 on the ask. Gonna hop out at 34. Small red trade. Get a starter down here at 30. Lower cost average. Maybe then I'll be more inclined to hold through the break of 40. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. 22. Reason I cut it was because if it did break 20 there, it was probably gonna flush to 10, since we did get a breakout, and it couldn't hold. Okay. So even this candle still holding view up. 320. Seller at 27. One second, EBET. EBET curling back up. No volume though. We'll wait for volume to come back into it. But if we can get back up towards 63, 64, it does look good. So we'll watch it for break of 63, 64. If we get some volume coming into it. But it does need volume before I touch it. SRNE also moving. That was the one from a couple days yesterday, I believe. $29.20 break. Watching break of 29.20. Buyer at 29. There's a hidden seller at 29.20. There's 30. Can we get 35, 40? $30 on the ask. Okay, watching 40. 50. There's 70. Out at 60 and 50. And they're at 30. Just on a dip. Watching 70 break. Average is 40. Watch that seller at 70. Out at 50. Buyer at 60. Watching break of 70. Watch 80, 90. Buyer at 70. Watch 80, 90. Break of 30. Seller came in at 80. It's not holding. Out of it for a small loss. Can I get back over 29? Taking the loss. Big sellers coming up, big buyers as well. Oh, I got filled at 29.50. Okay. Another false breakout. Starter at 61 on eBet. Volume's picking up on this candle. I want to see it through 62. I gave back pretty much. I did what I said I wasn't gonna do. So that really sucks. I cut the freaking trade and it pops back up. It's SRNE, man. Yeah, yeah. But one last try for break of 30. Watching break of 30 here on SRNE. Sellers at 90 and 30. It's gonna go without me. It's gonna go without me. I gave back way too much on it. Hit a high of 72 there, 73. And there's 66. Watching 73, hollow at 84. There's 84. Can we get stuck to the halt? Taking it off at 84. Hollow is at 99 now. About to dip at 90. Watching 99. Just dropped to 30. What's the spread? 70. 80 on the ask. There's 90. Break a 6. 618's halt level up. Break a 6, there's 610, 618. Out at 617, 615. There's 35. And there 20, watching 35. Can I get stuck at 35? Took it off at 35. Reducing size. Hull level moved up. There's 40, 53. There we go. Scared of a drop here. It's down to 6. There's 570 on the bid. $613 out of 85. Wow. Back over 20. There's 30. Watching 40. Out at 36. Watching back over 40. Seller at 28. Not a big seller, just a small seller. Watching 30 here. Over 30 and 40. Watching 38, 40, there's 45, 50, 80, there's 87. Hollow ups at 98. Watching 98. Trying to take some off at 80s at 90. Taking it off at 64. Don't like how it hesitated underneath the halt level. Back in for a break of 90. Small size. Out at 57. Watching break of 90 and 7. Break of 90 and 7. Hollow 732. Watch break of 7 here. Break of 7. 85 on the ask. There's 90 on the ask. Can we get that break of 7 here? There's 95. Watching 95. Seller at 85. There's 90. Break of 7 here. Watching the break. Out at 81. Small loss. Back end 73. It's 80 on the ask. This thing is hard to read. Level 2 is hard to read. This one's extremely risky. I don't advise trading it. As a beginner, I would not trade this. Out at 57 for a loss. I mean, this thing has 20-cent spreads at times for a $6 stock. I mean, this could flush all the way down to 6 and it'd still be fine. It's the crazy part. Wouldn't be fine on the 5-minute chart, but it'd be fine on the 1-minute chart. This candle closes. Let's see, previous 5-minute candle, 53. Hmm. 5 seconds left in the candle. So that 5-minute candle closes with a topping wick. Down to 6. This could even come down to 580. Hot level down's at 520. That's how much range this thing has. And at 43. Possible break above 50. Watching over 50. 45. $39 on the ask. Cutting at 26. Now I gotta look for a dip to 650, 580. It's pulling back a little bit too much. $580, there's $590. And they're 91. Back over 6. $604. If we can get 610. If we can get 610, that'd be a pretty successful dip. 604. 604, watch 610. Okay, 610. This candle opened at 17. If this candle goes green, there's 15. High that candle is 28. Watching 28. Watching 17 and 28. Oh wow, look at that dip. Out at 72. Took the loss. Flash dip, and then now it's coming towards the hot level at 518. So at this point, I don't think I want to trade this one anymore. That flush was 50 cents. I got out with a 30-cent loss, I think. 20-cent loss. So lucky to get out with that little of a loss. And that's only because I was in at 590. If I was in at 620, I'd be in a way bigger loss. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I recovered half of what I lost. SRNE. Actually, I covered most of what I lost on SRNE. SRNE, I just could not trade it properly. It's setting up again, but I'm not going to go back in. I couldn't trade it well yesterday either. This is the one I churned shares on yesterday. Right? Yeah. Yesterday, I was churning shares on it in this area. Today, I couldn't make money on it here. So, that'll be the day. Up 569. Probably up 500 after fees. Yeah. This is it's Friday today, and we're going into a long weekend. So Monday is off next week. So I'll come back on Tuesday. And I believe Monday's off for Washington's birthday. George Washington, I believe. Yes. Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday. And that'll be the second to last week of February, I believe. Let me go check that. Yeah, so Tuesday I'll be back. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4-day week with 2 days after on the next week. So 6 more days left of trading in February. And today actually puts us up over 10 grand on the month. So we already hit the monthly goal. we can go ahead and use those last 6 days to see if we can push it. Maybe we can hit 15K. That'd be great. Let's see. Call out RSLS. It looks a lot like OKOU, how it did in the beginning. Is it chasing hot levels? 530, 540. It's got a big spread as well. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade RSLS. I'm gonna call it. I'm at a good spot, mentally on the day. All right. So take care, guys. Have a great 3-day weekend. Rest up, study up. Come back on Tuesday, ready to go. All right. Take care, guys. Peace.